Today's horoscope and tarot from Astrocademy, Capricorn March 2, 2022. Today holds much promise for making connections, particularly creative ones. There can be inspiration from a romantic interest, or your communications attract attention. It can also be a significant time for further information about a child, lover, or creative project. You can feel renewed as you gain a better understanding of your desires and dreams. The moon's north node of the moon is now transiting your sector of joy until July 2023, encouraging you to pay due attention to your personal life. It's a time to develop your love relationships or enjoy some personal time and creative outlets so that you can feel complete and whole. It's an excellent time for discovering, exploring, and building your talents and the creative side of your personality. Entertainment, leisure, hobbies, pastimes, and romance can be in stronger focus. Keeping a close eye on someone. Granted, with both Mercury and Venus already retrograde in your sign, you could purposely be taking a step back to gather the necessary facts before moving forward. Then again, the moon, celestial ruler of your committed 7th house of agreements, compromise, and significant others, is glimmering through smoldering Scorpio and your 11th house of associations, community, and sense of belonging in the world. So, not keeping tabs on your crush is easier said than done. As Luna sits in a trine to Neptune via your 3rd house of communication, be mindful of overindulging in the fantasy instead of seeing the reality. How can you express yourself in your career path? With both Venus and Mercury retrograde impacting your sense of self, you may be unsure of how to express yourself at your job. Mercury retrograde gives you much to consider, especially when it trines the North Node in Taurus today. Today's earthy trine is perfect for feeling more self-assured in your professional journey. Someone may say something that gives you a boost of confidence about your presence at work. Mercury didn't just leave your income sector yesterday, but retrograde back out. For the first time since the Sun returned last week, there is a chance to give the path forward your full attention, without a need to have one eye on the rear view mirror. In the meantime, while Mercury will return next month, he has left you with a smart head for money and 20/20's hindsight to draw on. Family and friends feel especially drawn to you and are paying you a great deal of attention. If you've been intending to renew old friendships or resolve a dispute, but didn't know how to go about it, now is the best time to cast aside your misgivings and go ahead. You will be welcomed and forgiven, and glad that you took the first step. A couple of your ancestors are going to be the subject of conversation today, and you're going to learn something about your own lineage you never knew. It could start you on a whole new journey. Aware of being able to get plenty of attention from admirers. Wherever you are, the looks you catch from others now and then are obvious and direct. Opportunities for romance are available, but don't overdo it. Be selective, for despite the many chances for romance, disappointment still causes heartache. Today's planetary alignment may make you look at yourself intensively. If you see weaknesses, embrace them. If you see strengths, celebrate them. React to yourself the way you would have others react to you in an ideal world, and that world will soon become yours. There is no reason why you cannot achieve your health goals. You can be as beautiful as you want to be. The only requirement is that you take it seriously and dedicate yourself. If you're involved in any kind of charity work and are focusing on raising funds, this is the day for you. You won't get a better time than this day when it comes to making money. Brainstorm with the people you are involved with to see how many creative ways you can come up with to generate the funds you need. With everyone focusing their energy on a single goal, there's no limit to what can be achieved. Your tarot reading for today. Strength, the Moon and the Hierophant. It's possible several objects will break down without you understanding why. The cards show a physical instability around you. If it can go wrong, it might apply here, and you could be suffering a succession of small hardware failures around you. Don't panic, it's not serious. What you need to do is understand the cause. Because nothing happens randomly and you have to dig deep to find out why things happen as they do in life. Here, the cards are giving an unlucky vision of the month of March. All sorts of difficulties could occur, all related to this lack of luck in your life. You don't seem able to make the right decisions and let go, which causes disturbances to the luck in your life. You can explain this by talking about bad luck, but in reality you create your own luck with your actions and your outlook on life. You'll need to take this series of problems on board to see the end of them. You don't need to fret or worry about what fate has done to you. You are not powerless. Your strength of character will allow you to get through this. Every wrong step that you have put behind you is one more step towards the end of the tunnel. The cards show that something positive could happen and you will have a more favorable period before you. You may see this as a challenge sent by fate, push some obstacles over, and, if you succeed, there will be a reward. The cards you have drawn are auspicious for the future and herald a prosperous period full of happiness and success. It seems that if you want to achieve things in your personal and love life over the coming weeks, you have all the cards you need in your hand. Our eyes in the sky. You could have a chance encounter with someone from your past who has reappeared in your life. This random meeting could prove to be beneficial, as it might open doors for you to achieve greatness in the future. You could also have a rendezvous or conversation with a former lover, which could clear up a lot of heartbreak that you experienced in the relationship. You might even bump into a childhood friend who gives you a push in the right professional direction. Keep your eyes and ears open for any information you hear today because it is fated. You might want to take action on the news. However, because of Mercury's retrograde, this is not the ideal time to move forward. The more you push the energy, the more frustrating it will be. Allow yourself to take in and absorb the information. Listen to what people are saying, and take note of how you're feeling. This will help you gain clarity on matters as well as understand them on a deeper and more personal level. Luckily, there's a glimmer of hope in the cosmos as a separating aspect between Mercury, Mars, and Venus can help you pull strength from the ones you love. If you need to vent throughout the day, hit up your bestie and let it all out. As the day comes to a close, the vibe remains serious but lighter. Use tonight to realign with your goals and give yourself a little pep talk for tomorrow. This aspect brings two planetary bodies connecting in water amidst a sky dominated by planets in Earth signs. We may be in an investigative mood, and the depths we seek to plumb relate to feelings, creative instincts, or spiritual longings. Heed the messages of your subconscious mind and pay attention to signs. We may not notice it right now, but our interactions have a fated quality about them. We could be drawn into the orbit of mysterious strangers who allow us to make peace with our past. Conversely, we might attract people through the intensity of our emotions. Magnetism is powerful, and we should be conscious to use it wisely. Seek to manipulate situations for the benefit of all involved, not to satisfy your ego.